Welcome to orientation for an online group reading. We have limited the number of signups. I think we could have done way more than this because everyone in a household can attend on one ticket. And I wanted people to have better chances of getting called upon for a session. Having said that, there is no guarantee of a personal message. Yet I will tell you this, there's a reason that you're here. There's either going to be a golden gem, a nugget of information, something helpful, hopeful, and healing that comes through that will apply to you, or later on, you're going to share that with someone else. So I ask that you pay very close attention to what's getting your attention in this session tonight. As Diane said earlier in the warm-up, as people were coming in, it's important to speak up, and you can do that in the chat box and just say, Diane, this may be for me. I may need to hear your voice. I don't necessarily have to see your face, although it's nice, but a lot of times you'll see me look off to the side, which is typical because I'm looking at sort of like a viewing screen that comes from my heart, but sits in my mind's eye. You're also going to see me reaching down and scribbling. And I'm famous for this pad of paper. Raise your hand. I can see some of your faces. Raise your hand if you've seen me with my pad of paper before. Okay. I think this stems from my granddad. He was a minister. And I would spend Friday night and go to the movies with him. And on Saturday morning, we would sit in his study and he'd be in his chair and he'd sit with a legal pad and he would wait. And this light would come into the room. And as the light entered the room, he'd start scribbling really fast. And he'd have his whole sermon done in just a few minutes. The light would leave the room and he was done. And we could go fishing, we could go do whatever. And so I thought that's how preachers got their sermons. And that light started coming to me. And I now refer to that light as the unity. And so they will not only have me scribble, but they will also give me signs, symbols, songs, because I play several instruments. The piano happens to be my favorite. Do we have any musicians? Give me a wave, musicians, music lovers. Hello? Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah. Get some energy going. Good. So sometimes the song itself is the message. Sometimes it's the words to the song. I have stayed quiet since I'm going to say about maybe 1 o'clock. So for up like 4.5 hours, I have not uttered a word. I've looked at no news. I've read nothing. I've just been in quiet contemplation to save all my energy up for you, but more importantly, for your spiritual teams. I am open to guides, and they may or may not be loved ones that you know. Some of them are professional guides, meaning that's their work as servant leaders. They're growing in their ability to help lead us behind the scenes by working with you. So it's not all one-sided. They benefit too. I would say that I mostly connect with beloved people and pets who now live in the spirit world, but I'm not leaving out guides today. In fact, you will find that I have been doing one-on-one Ask the Guide sessions with people, and I've been aiming at this different dimension with my energy as I do that. And I've seen some profound changes and healing happen with people. So I don't want to limit to the spirit people and pets, but I will tell you who the message comes from. Anybody who's taken mediumship with me before will let you know I am very strict about, I know where my information is coming from. I just may have a hard time identifying them. And that's where you come in. If I'm giving you identifying factors and evidence, and you think you know who it is, that's when you say yes. Please don't just give a name unless I specifically ask you, or if I give a name that's close. Know that names could be for the soul that's connecting, but the name could also be for someone who they're with or who's connected here, but it's not a guessing game. There'll be 2 or 3 or 4 even pieces of information coming with that, so that you know, this sounds like it's probably this person. So I don't want you to be nervous about saying too much or saying too little. I'll cut you off. Please let that be okay. I'm known for the wait. Don't take it personally. I need you to, as you reflect upon your message, go, did I say that or did she say that? You know, and that's why I may cut you off if I need to. Sometimes they'll say, let this person ask a question. So I may bring you in to talk with me, and we may have a message come through, and then they'll say they want to ask you a question. I'm open to that too. So it's a little different. When you see me up on a platform, whether it's been 80 or 800, whatever, I'll be strictly on mediumship. Tonight, I feel guided to also give healing information. And it's not just tonight. People are hurting. I know you're hurting. I've been hurting too, that we have grief in our lives, whether it's from someone transitioning to the other side of life, whether it's a loss of an identity, the loss of income, the loss of life as you know it, as our world is changing. But I have good news for you, and that is this: the peace that surpasses all understanding is always available to you, so long as you make your inner peace your priority. And to that end, what I'm asking you to do tonight, and we're going to start in about 1 minute, I'm asking you to send out the love to whoever is getting the message, to send out the love to the spirit world, and to let go of what you want to hear or what you think you should hear tonight. Those of you who are hyper-focused on, I need this, and I need that, and I'll know it's real, are most likely to be left to the side. I find that those people who just come to see what it's all about with an open mind sometimes get their minds blown. And then other people who are just joyful and happy to be here and grateful for whatever comes get exactly what they thought that they would get. It's all over the map, but the one common denominator here is love. And you may have heard me say, if you've been on any of the monthly meetings, which you don't have to join anything, it's very inexpensive to come to a Spirit Guides Q&A. It's like $13, but I like to sign off with sending you love with a capital L. That's love from my heart space to yours, because I think that that's the only way that we're going to move into this new iteration of the new earth, is acceptance and compassion and love for self first. And then when you take care of yourself, you put on your own oxygen mask. You can have unconditional love and acceptance for others, even if you don't agree with them. So for tonight, the only thing that exists, the only thing that matters is the now, this very moment. I'm going to stop the recording now because I'm getting ready to open up and give messages right up until that 90 minutes is over.